This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
Live from the Raw Radio X studios in downtown Detroit, this is the IT in the D Show. IT in the D. Read, meet, listen. Networking Detroit, one beer at a time.
Hey, this is the IT in the D Show. Who do we have?
Hi, it's Michael Goldman. How are you?
Michael, hey, thanks
How
for
we doing,
calling
sir?
in.
Thank you for calling
Oh,
in.
doing pretty good.
Good.
So you're calling in about Motor City Comic Con, which is next month. Thanks for taking a moment to call in. Appreciate it.
Sure.
And this is the 25th anniversary. So I honestly, the first question is, what possessed you 25 years ago to start a Comic Con in Motor City?
Well, back at that time, there was no other. There was no events here in the Detroit area for a nice Comic Con. I mean, things were a lot smaller back then, but we've grown tremendously in the 25 years. But,
Oh yeah.
There was nothing else going on in the area. The previous conventions that had been around had all stopped running, so just looked like a good idea.
Well, and you've got just an incredible lineup. I'm not going to lie, we're completely dorked beyond all recognition about going.
Yeah,
to
we're
it.
floored actually.
Whether it's William Shatner, coming out from I don't know. There's a whole generation that only knows him from the Priceline commercials.
Yeah, and Boston Legal.
Right.
Yeah, Boston,
My sister only wants to see him because of Boston Legal.
Right.
I wanted TJ Hooker autographs just for the look on his face.
Yeah.
You'll be the one.
I'm pretty
you
sure
will be
I'll
the
have
one.
some of those pictures there because I'm sure somebody buys them.
Oh, I'm
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's and from we're completely obsessed with the '80s. So whether it's Billy Zabka, Joey Lauren Adams, I mean, it's just a phenomenal lineup of people. We're on top of all the comic artists and vendors and all that kind of stuff going on. So what are you most looking forward to this year? And more importantly, do you get a chance at all to enjoy the event when it actually happens?
I mean, quite honestly, as the promoter of the convention, I barely remember what happens through the course of the weekend because I'm running around so much.
It's like nobody ever remembers the
I was
actual
lucky
wedding
to get my
reception.
photograph with Stan Lee last year, and only because I happened to run by that area at just the right time.
Right.
But yeah, as the promoter, I'm so busy running around working on keeping everything running properly that, unfortunately, I don't get to enjoy my own event that much, and I get to look forwards to the Monday afterwards.
Right. Well, yeah.
And then I can go to other promoters' events and enjoy myself.
Right. Yeah. No. On a much smaller scale. I mean, our big events hit like 800 people, and those drive us into fetal balls of rocking tears in the corner when those happen. So I can't even imagine how you wrangle all those people. But I mean, that's a good question. So I mean, there was a lot of press and media, that followed, some of the traffic snarls and those kind of issues that happened last year. What, are there modifications that are going on this year to make, to kind of I know there was another free event going on last year that ate up a lot of the parking. Are there things this year that people can say, what? Yes, the situation's going to be better and I'm looking forward to going again.
Yes, absolutely. Number one is the convention center has finally realized that they can't have any other events there at the same time as us. So we are using the entire convention center,
Excellent.
And the entire exhibit floor. Also, I mean, many of the changes that we're making internally because I can't take responsibility for the problems with people getting onto the parking lot. That's the convention center.
Right.
As far as once people got in line and wanted to get in the door, yes, last year we were not prepared for the volume of people. So, just for instance, last year we had 8 scanning stations for scanning tickets. This year we have 34.
Wow.
Excellent.
So that's more than 4 times the number of scanning stations. If we can't move people in quickly on Saturday, then I don't know how we could ever do it. We're hoping that the convention center is going to utilize the solution that they talked about to alleviate the parking problem, which would be pay-as-you-exit parking.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That interesting.
Yeah, that is
Yeah, 'cause
interesting.
that way,
Never heard
in
of
the morning
that
they
before.
just wave everybody on the lot, and not everyone leaves at exactly the same time, so they just pay as they leave. And I think that if they do that, they'll even be able to pay the $5 and get the little ticket inside the hall.
Very, very cool.
And I mean, just, a lot of other, basic changes. The convention center assures me that they'll have enough staff and enough food at the concession stands this year.
Well, I mean, I guess that's the hard part. I mean, you're kind of your reputation and your name and your event's reputation and name are kind of beholden to a third party. How has that relationship been? I mean, like I said, I mean, there was quite a bit of media that came out last year. I'm sure there was a couple of tense conversations.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was the first time since I think I was told 1996 since that the state police shut down the highway exits.
Really?
That was
event out there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We did a pretty good job. Even though the city of Novi wasn't very happy with the state police shutting them down, but it was kind of
details.
I guess they felt it was.
Yeah, great. We've quarantined Novi.
Yeah.
So we always have interesting ideas on, like, when you guys get these guests coming on and do the signings. Are you out pushing, or are they calling you? I mean, getting the lineup that you have it's kind of crazy. Does word get out that, hey, this show's insane, I want to be a part of it? And is there a vetting process, like,
or does it snowball over time, like with popularity?
I mean, it kind of goes both ways. Most of the actors that are coming to the show are usually working through a convention signing agent as opposed to an actual theatrical agent.
Right.
So, many of the agents call us because they've brought other people to the convention, and they call us and want to keep coming back and bringing more.
Now, have you ever banned anyone for being a prima donna? I have to know this. You don't have to call them out by name.
Well, I guess
we've never really banned anyone, but yeah, I mean, there's been a few over the years that we might not have back.
It's sort of like me in Catholic school. I wasn't kicked out.
Too much work.
But I was invited not to re-enroll for the following year.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess that's what are you most looking forward to this year? I mean, it's your event. It's the 25th anniversary. It is a hell of a lineup. What should people most know? I mean, cards on table. I mean, we get 15 to 20,000 listeners out there on every episode, and it is your demographic is our demographic. I mean,
right.
What should people most be looking forward to? When this event hits.
Oh, geez, that's really a hard question for me to answer. As I don't actually really attend many of these conventions as a fan.
Gotcha.
But I mean, just the chance to meet their favorite comic book artists or their favorite actors. And most of these, virtually all of the actors are just great people when you get to meet them, and they're, just so happy to meet their fans. It's like,
You know what? I have found that to be really true. I mean, almost every booth you walk up to,
they're pretty much all down to earth.
Yeah. Very, very, very cool, laid back, mellow,
very appreciative.
Well, and it is. I mean, and honestly, one of the cool things to me is it's not just the whether it's the celebrities that are there and that kind of stuff. You guys do a really great job promoting and getting out like local artists and local comic books and local folks that do everything from pen and ink kind of stuff all the way out to just some crazy artwork that I see there every year that I always wind up bringing home, and my wife forces me to put in the basement.
Yeah, you have a separate credit card for that, don't
you? Yeah, absolutely. We actually have kept what we call Artist Alley. We've kept our costs at about 50% of the national average for table space to try and keep it a little bit more affordable, so that more of the locals and smaller press people can afford to come and have a venue to have their work seen by thousands of people.
See, I'm not going to lie. My favorite, I'm a professional people watcher. The people watching at Comic-Con is 5 stars. Better than 20 flea markets. The people that get all dressed up.
All the cosplay.
Cosplay through the roof.
It's the people that go way over and above and beyond. It's like almost like a second Halloween.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen some photos that people have posted up on our Facebook page of some amazing costumes that people have spent, virtually the entire last year working on their costume for the next year.
Well, and
cosplay has just really grown and gotten bigger and bigger.
That's a whole
year.
industry in and of itself.
Oh, absolutely. So, I mean, you've got the costume contest that's on Saturday afternoon, right?
Correct. That's for the all ages costume contest Saturday afternoon, and then on Sunday, there's a kids costume contest that's run by the 501st Legion.
Yeah, we're familiar with them.
Yeah.
No, very cool. So, I mean, like from an events perspective, is there anything, so everything's out at MotorCityConventions.com and
MotorCityComicCon.com.
And MotorCityComicCon.com. So, and tickets are on sale now, and I know you've got a couple of different VIP packages that are out there.
Yeah, we're basically only offering a couple this year. There's a general VIP admission ticket that basically gives you a little bit of bonus swag and will significantly cut down on time in lines for the celebrities. because there'll be a separate entrance for people that have that VIP ticket.
Very cool.
And there's just a couple others that are attached to a couple of the celebrity guests, and those basically work in the same way. Although that type might actually include an autograph or in a photo with the celebrity.
Oh, very nice.
So, and I guess the one question we were kind of yakking about, is there anybody that you've reached out to that you wanted to get at one of these that you haven't been able to for one reason or another?
Well, we've been trying to get Patrick Stewart out here for years, and it just doesn't seem like it ever fits his schedule. Last year, the new X-Men movie that's coming out in a few weeks finished filming the weekend of my show.
Right.
Shatner versus Picard.
This year he had another gig in England. I think for some stage work. So every year he's one that we've been chasing for a few years, and I really hope we can get out here eventually.
See, and I'd be a total nerd. I'd want to talk to him about Excalibur, not Star Trek.
Going way back on that one, aren't you?
Right.
Was he in that early Excalibur movie?
Yes, he was.
He was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
A lot of people. Yeah.
See, now I'm the idiot that's geeked to see Billy Zabka from Karate Kid. Everyone's there to see Shatner, and then you have the three guys here that want to see Billy Zabka more than anyone.
Oh yeah, we're desperately looking forward to Billy Zabka, Joey Lauren Adams,
Ted Stryker from Airplane.
Airplane.
I got to tell you, Billy was one of the surprise guests when we announced him. I was just amazed at the response that he got.
Oh, yeah, he's a cult hero.
People want to see. It seems like people want to see him more than Ralph Macchio almost.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, nobody cares about Ralph Macchio. No, that's
unless they're in a ring together,
right? No, so I mean, I we don't want to take up too much of your time. I know we had a limited set with you, so it is MotorCityComicCon.com. You're out at Facebook.com/MotorCityComicCon.
Sure, is that how Facebook works?
We'll just go with that.
We'll have the link to it in our recap, absolutely. And so so you've got both single day and 3-day passes. I mean, it's is there obviously Saturday's the big day? Is there stuff going on Sunday that people might want or Friday that people might want to know about? I know there's always an after party that goes on in the hotel that's nearby and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, big after party on Saturday night, their 25th anniversary bash. I mean, for the most part, the 3 days are about the same. Although Saturday and Sunday, you can be sure that Saturday especially, you can be sure that all the guests are there because that's the big day. A lot of the celebrities come just Saturday and Sunday, so some don't come on Friday. William Shatner's an exception this year with Friday and Saturday appearance.
Gotcha.
And then Sunday, of course, is Kids Day, so kids 12 and under are free all day. There'll be a costume contest and some other special events going on for the kids on Sunday. And, it's a better day if you're going to bring the kids. Saturday is so crowded.
I was going to say, actually, that's a really good reason to bring people, from a family perspective to target Sunday. That's really good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been doing that for a few years, and it seems to work well.
Excellent. Good. All right. Well, I mean, before we cut you loose, anything else you want to get out there about the event or anything else in general?
Just to let people know that, yes, we're aware of the challenges that we had at last year's convention, and we've been working all year to make sure that kind of stuff doesn't happen again, and hopefully, and make sure that everything runs much more smoothly this year.
It's great to hear.
Well, reading all the conversations
we hope to see everybody out, and hope you have a great time.
Yeah, I mean, reading all the conversations and feedback on the Facebook page, I've got to say, I mean, whoever you had running your Facebook page did a really good job, just addressing concerns and that kind of stuff. They did a really good job taking care of that kind of stuff.
And I guess too many people coming is a good problem to have.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Having too many people show up for an event is a problem that everyone would like to have that runs an event like this.
Well, Michael, hey, we appreciate coming on your show. We'll definitely.
We appreciate him coming on our show.
What did I say?
We appreciate coming on his show.
Well, it sounded like.
I think he gets the point. But thank you very much for your time.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Okay, thank you.
See you soon. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Michael Goldman, Motor City Comic Con.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.